My husband was away for a while and I was doing that thing where you mentally list all the things you want to do. Like, I've got to do the laundry, I've got to pick up the car from the garage, I've got to cook food, I've got to do bedtime, I've got to do the bath time, I've got to, I learned all the admin. And before I'd even started, I felt exhausted. And I tried something really small. I just changed a word. Instead of saying, I have to, I said, I get to. I get to do the laundry. I get to do dinner. I get to put my daughter to bed. I get to read her a bedtime story. This one word changed everything. The situation hadn't changed, but everything felt lighter and put me in a really good mood. I was also very grateful. I mean, I get to spend time with my daughter. How wonderful is that? Before, when I was thinking I have to, it seemed like a chore, but actually it isn't. I started to look forward to it instead of feeling the weight of it on my shoulders. Because when we want to change something, we think it has to be something really big, like, do a new course, change my whole outlook on life, plan a new routine and have a different version of myself. But sometimes change just starts with one word. The words we use, they don't just describe something, they actually shape how our body feels about something, how we really experience it. And when we say we have to, then it seems like force, an obligation, a chore, an instruction. But when we say we get to, then there's instantly space and freedom and choice. And here's the thing, we don't have to pretend that it's easy. We're not trying to trick ourselves. Of course, life can be difficult and there's always things we don't want to do. But if we just look at it from a different angle, it can completely change the way we're living and we can be more present and happier. Here are a few simple shifts that helped me. You can use them in your own way. Instead of saying I'm overwhelmed, I started saying I'm overloaded, because overwhelmed seems like there's just too much, you can't cope, you've got to stop, you can't handle it, you need help. But overloaded, it almost feels like you can adjust it. So you can maybe delegate, prioritize, decide that some things you don't need to do, but it's something that you can cope with. You just need to change how you're doing it. Instead of saying I'm lost, try I'm at a crossroads. Because when you say I'm lost, it feels like failure to me. But at a crossroads, it's like there's choice. So you can decide which way you want to go. You want to go that way or that way, and maybe there isn't any right or wrong answer. So it enables you to go forward. Instead of I'm stuck, try in between. Because when you're stuck, again, it's kind of like, it's like glue. You're stuck, you don't know what to do, you need help. But if you say I'm in between, there's a space there. And let's face it, every time you want to do something, every time you want to change something, you're kind of in between things. And that's okay, that's just part of the process. And this one really mattered to me. Instead of saying I'm behind, which I do have a habit of thinking, because maybe I'm comparing myself to other people. Well, I do compare myself to other people and then thinking, oh, I'm behind. Why aren't I better now? Thinking instead, I'm on my own timeline. I'm doing it at my own pace because I'm doing it behind. Well, according to who? Who's telling me I'm behind? Nobody. It's just your thoughts. And everyone's unique. Everyone has different skills. I might find something difficult, somebody might find it easy, but then, I'm going to find something easy that somebody else finds really hard. So you have to remember that everybody's unique, everybody's different, you're doing it at your pace, and that's okay. And life is always throwing us new things to do, new opportunities, new challenges as well, which brings having to learn new life skills, having different ideas and new ways of being and living and changing, which is often when thoughts come up like, I can't do this isn't for me. And that just shuts everything down really quickly. So instead of thinking that, try, I'm learning. This is a new experience, I'm learning. We don't have to be in school to be learning. Life is always teaching us things, and learning allows you to wobble, it allows you to make mistakes, and it doesn't demand perfection. And when something doesn't work out, just notice what you're using, what kind of words you're using next. Because if you think, oh, this is a problem, then that can feel really heavy. And if you notice what happens to your body and even your brain and your thoughts, everything slows down. You're not open to other ways of looking at things and new ideas, which can often help you overcome that issue and move on. Saying something like, this is feedback, can be much more helpful. It tells you something without saying there's something wrong with you. It's just feedback for you to improve and to reach your goal. And here's one I use all the time, which is 3 words, not 1 word, but it's at the moment. Because there are going to be many, many, many moments in everybody's life, not just your life, but everybody's life where something's not going right. And if you put at the end of it, at the moment, it reminds you that nothing is permanent, everything is changing, and you're not stuck. This isn't going to last forever. So if you're thinking, oh, I can't do this at the moment, it means that, yeah, at the moment I can't do this because maybe I'm new at it, or maybe it's a skill that I find difficult, but if I put the work in, I will be able to know it. Next time your body feels tight or heavy, just listen to the words that you're saying to yourself. See if you can change a couple of words, 1 word, 2 words. The situation doesn't change, but you might feel lighter and more empowered to be able to do something about it. And really, if you go blank and can't remember any of them, just remember at the moment.